A dealer visit for a tractor problem can often run you $100 or more before a single wrench ever touches the machine. Most of what actually needs fixing costs a fraction of that if you simply know where to look first. Shops rarely bring this up on their own because it cuts directly into what they would normally charge you for the same job. 8 of those specific places to check are coming up. 7 of them take an afternoon with a basic toolbox. The last one on this list can restore real power to your tractor at no additional cost. If you want more of these dealer hidden tricks before your next repair bill shows up, hit subscribe now. It is free and it might save you real money. Starting with something you probably replace every season without thinking twice, your hydraulic filter. Dealers count on you thinking their branded filter is the only safe choice for your machine. It is not. Every hydraulic filter has a cross-reference number stamped on the housing. Once you know that number, you can find the same filter for a fraction of the dealer price. Most parts stores keep a cross-reference chart at the counter, or you can search it online in about the same time it takes to drive there. Most owners never check because the dealer part number looks official. It is just convenient for them. Before your next filter change, write down the part number and look up its cross-reference online. 10 minutes of searching can cut a $40 filter down to $15 or $20 every time you service it. While you are under there checking filters, take a look at your 3-point hitch check chains too. This next one wrecks tires that were never actually bad. If those chains are loose, your implement can swing side to side every time you turn, and repeated contact like that is often what is really chewing up tires that were fine to begin with. Grab each chain and check for slack. More than an inch of play means it needs tightening, and it takes less time to check than it does to read this sentence. Owners blame the tire brand or figure gravel drives are just hard on rubber. Either way, they buy tires that never needed replacing. One owner on a tractor forum described the exact damage firsthand, saying loose sway chains took a chunk out of several ribs on one of his tires before he ever traced the real cause back to the hitch. The real problem is a $2 chain that was never tightened. Snug them up so the implement rides steady. You will stop chewing up sidewalls that never had anything wrong with them. That same kind of overlooked, cheap fix shows up again the moment your tractor will not start. When it cranks slow or refuses to turn over, most owners jump straight to buying a new starter. That feels like the obvious answer. But corroded battery cables and dirty starter connections can cause that same slow, weak crank. Look for chalky white or green crust building up on the terminals themselves. That is your first clue something is wrong before you ever touch the starter. Before you spend a few $100s on a part, clean every connection and tighten it back down. Then test it again. Often the real problem was corrosion on a terminal, not the starter itself. This shows up more up north, where road salt works into every connection. It can build up in any climate too, especially anywhere near the coast or in barns that stay damp through the winter. Diesel owners run into a similar trap further down the fuel system. A tractor that will not start often gets blamed on a failing injection pump. That is one of the most expensive repairs on the whole machine. Before you ever agree to pay for pump work, check the fuel shutoff solenoid first. When it sticks or fails, it can cut off fuel just like a dying pump would. Turn the key and listen closely. A healthy solenoid clicks the moment you turn the key. A stuck one just sits there in silence. Testing or replacing it costs a fraction of what a pump replacement runs. It is a cheap, simple part with an expensive reputation for getting ignored. Plenty of good diesels have been written off over a stuck solenoid. sold cheap to the next owner who happened to check the right thing first. Now for the trick that cost you almost nothing at all, and that is exactly why owners skip it. Grease your kingpins, tie rods, hitch pins, and PTO joint on a regular schedule, not just when something squeaks. It takes about 5 minutes with a grease gun, less time than it took to read the last paragraph. A dry kingpin usually squeaks first, so that is the easiest one to catch before the wear starts. Skip it season after season, and those same parts wear down. You end up looking at loose steering, worn tie rods, or a seized PTO joint. Those repairs cost money and downtime during your busiest weeks. 5 minutes of grease now beats a steering rebuild later, every single time. It is one of the cheapest insurance policies your tractor will ever get. And it is the one most owners genuinely mean to get around to and never actually do. Overheating causes the same kind of panic buying, with a scarier price tag attached. When a tractor runs hot through a long summer, the first assumption is often a blown head gasket. Just as often, the real cause is simpler: packed radiator fins or a blocked oil cooler choking off airflow. Pull the grill screen off and look straight through the fins toward the radiator behind them. No daylight through them means they are packed with debris. Clean out the fins with a soft brush or low-pressure air. Check the oil cooler, too, before you let anyone talk you into head gasket work. It is a garden hose, and 20 minutes of your time against a repair bill in the thousands. And it is the kind of thing that builds up, so gradually you never notice it happening season to season. Your owner's manual tells you about the next one, and almost nobody follows it: retorquing your wheel rim bolts. Heat, vibration, and rough ground work those bolts loose over time, even when they felt tight last time you checked. Skip the retorque, and you risk a wobbling wheel. You could end up with a damaged rim too, especially on gravel drives or rutted pasture edges. Pull out the torque wrench on whatever schedule your manual actually gives you, not just whenever you happen to remember. That 5-minute check protects one of the most expensive parts on the machine: your wheels, the rim, the hub, and everything bolted around them. And it is a check most owners have never once done since the day they drove the tractor off the lot. And now, the closer. The one trick that mechanics genuinely argue about online: turbo wastegate boost cranking. More boost means more power out of a turbo that has felt tired for years, and plenty of people online treat it like free horsepower. I'm not going to sell it that way, because the sourcing on this one genuinely splits down the middle. Cranking the wastegate past what the engine was actually built for forces the head gasket, the pistons, and the turbo bearings to handle pressure none of them were ever designed to hold. That can mean overheating, blown gaskets, or, in the worst cases, a destroyed turbo. It can also void your warranty, no question asked. Some mechanics say a small, careful adjustment restores lost boost with no real issue at all. But even they admit that under sustained heavy load, this is exactly where things can go wrong fast and get expensive just as quickly. I am including it because it is real, and people still do it. Out of everything here, this is the one you need to fully understand before you touch it. Here is what all 8 of these tricks come down to. There are 2 kinds of tractor owners out there. Some bleed money every season, paying for repairs they never actually needed, one avoidable bill at a time. Other owners quietly get more years out of the exact same machine because they knew where to look first. None of this required a dealer, a shop bill, or blind trust in whatever you were told across the counter by someone who profits either way. It just required knowing exactly where to check before you ever reached for your wallet. Cheap checks beat expensive assumptions every single time on every tractor sitting in every barn and every shed across this country. Tell us in the comments below which one of these 8 actually surprised you the most. Chances are you have trusted the same shop for years and never once asked what that $100 diagnosis was actually covering.